Hey, thanks for joining me. This is the video I said I would be doing on the 1st of April, the deep dive on Psycho Goreman, PG Psycho Goreman. First off, today's Thursday. I hope everyone enjoys their long Easter weekend. I had a bunch of stuff planned, but we're going back into the red, so I'm just gonna stay here and watch movies and drink, which, is fine by me. I love that shit. Hope everyone is healthy, safe. I'm going to get right into it. I'm not going to do any pairings, like this beer goes well with this movie. I'm just going to open this. This is a, from Bo's Brewery. Love that brewery. Oh my God, they make incredible beer. This is the London Fog in partnership with David's Tea. And is a Earl Grey tea and rich vanilla beer. So this is a flavored beer, 5.3 alcohol by volume. I actually have not had this yet. I just bought it for the video, try something new. Yeah, this actually has lactose in it, so this might be really, really, really good. Well, all of their beers are phenomenal, but some, I have higher ranked. I'm gonna open it right up here. Take the water out. Gotta hydrate before I dehydrate myself. So it's like a crisp golden lager, I guess. Oh wow, that smells really good. Really, really good. Just smells like beer, nothing too fancy. Oh my God. Whoa! Holy smokes! Holy shit. I gotta get more. I gotta get more. That's probably one of their better beers. Holy fuck. Whoa! Okay. I'm gonna try and describe this. This is extremely good. So, because of that lactose, it's a very smooth beer. It's not super aggressive on the tongue. Very smooth. Wow. You can kind of taste that tea, that kind of herbal, I don't know how to describe it, like an herbal hint, a hint of herbs in there, like tea is basically, if you're a tea drinker, the more you drink teas, you can really taste. But if you're just fresh to tea, it just tastes like hot water with a little bit of something to it. Well, that's the little something to it that you taste. But, wow. Smooth, herbal tint, strong vanilla, creamy finish, like a creamy hot tea when you're right before you go to bed and you sip it, and it's very smooth beer, crisp as well. Oh my God, this is so weird. There's a lot going on with this beer. Okay, so if you find this anywhere, this Bo's London Fog, pick it up. You're not going to be disappointed. Doesn't matter what type of beer you're into, you're going to love this beer. Smooth, vanilla, fresh tea. Incredible. Okay, into the movie. Holy fucking shit. This movie is amazing. Usually when you're waiting a long time for something, you're not necessarily let down, but you're hyped. The longer you wait for something, the more your hype levels go up, because the longer you're waiting, you're like, this better be good, this better be good. If someone says, this movie's really good, just check it out, and then you see the trailer and you're excited for it, and then you see it the next day, you're gonna enjoy it. If a movie gets announced and they say coming next year, and you go, fuck, I gotta wait a year, and then you build up, and then there's little teaser trailers and little tidbits of information that come out, and you go, oh my God, and then you build up this, it's like this snowball effect of hype and excitement, and then when you finally watch it, it might not meet your expectations. This blew my expectations out of the water. This movie is so batshit crazy. It's like somebody went in my mind. It's like it was made for me. Somebody went in my mind and said, what would Sean like to see? And they just put it on screen. So it's you get your family movie. You get this family nucleus of a son, a daughter, a wife, and a father, and they kind of have their problems, like as all families do. And so as the movie progresses, their relationships are tested, and you know, you find out that the father has a great relationship with the daughter, and the mother with the son, and the son and the daughter are often arguing with each other, you know, as they do their kids. So there's that element. There's this horror aspect to it where you get some horror themes, but they're not done too serious. And you get this really cool gore element to the film where there's these excellent practical effects. There's very little CGI, and when it's used, it's done appropriately. It's not over the top. Like the CGI is not over the top. The film is way over the top. There's a lot of crazy shit in here, I'm telling you. It was made for 90s kids who grew up with Power Rangers and Beetleborgs and all these shows where you had people fighting people in like these rubber costumes, and there's a lot of cool scenes in here. There's some, and what really surprised me with this movie was the humor. I watched it with my girlfriend, and this is not my girlfriend's cup of tea. Tea. I meant to do that. She was laughing the whole way through, like cackling. I was laughing. I expected a few hit and miss jokes, like some cheesy jokes that you would get from this type of movie, but the humor was spot on. It was, the little girl who plays in this film, she does an incredible job. Everyone acting is on point. The father has a really strange dynamic where there's anyways, you just have to watch it. It's so hard to explain because there's so much going on. So I'll just go through it from beginning to end, but not super like scene by scene. I'll just give you a rundown of the film. By the way, this is the Hunky Boy Canadian exclusive. There's only 2,000 of these made. They were sold out. They said they might do a second print run with maybe, you know, some differences because this is an exclusive 2,000. If you can find this in the wild somewhere, like at I don't know where they sell movies. Physical media is going out of style. It's all digital now. But if you can find this copy anywhere, pick it up. Totally worth it. There's only 2,000 of them made, so, you know, with time they're going to gain a lot of value. It comes with a bunch of extra special features. You get 2 new audio tracks exclusive to this version. You get some trading cards. You get the deluxe packaging. Whole bunch of cool little stuff that isn't necessary to fully enjoy the film, but it's an added bonus. So, the film starts. The 2 kids, this brother and sister, are playing this sport that they invented called Crazy Ball, I believe they call it. And it's this crazy game that, you know, kids invent when they're bored or they have these wild imaginations. So you got to spin, throw the ball, and and then they make this bet. They say whoever loses gets buried alive. It was okay, sounds fair. So the brother loses, and then he starts digging his own grave. And then they find this glowing stone, and then the girl takes it, and they're not sure if it's a monster or whatever, and they're like, oh my god, this is crazy. So she takes the stone, and then they go inside, and then like the parents come in to tuck in the kids, and both kids ask one after the other because they have their own separate rooms. The son asks, are monsters real? Are monsters real? And the father goes, well, monsters do exist, but it's us, like people are the real monsters. So in a way they do exist. It's so bizarre, but it's so well made, and the humor lands perfectly. So, and then they go ask the daughter, well, like, how was your day or whatever, and then she asks about monsters, and they go, what is all this monster talk? Because they just saw this glowing stone, and it was weird, and then they took it, and they're afraid of, like, something's gonna come get them. So anyways, in the middle of the night, this creature comes out of the ground where they dug the hole, and then he goes to this alley where these bums had just killed somebody and robbed them, and I'm gonna call him by his name. You don't know who his name is or where he's from yet at this point in the film, but his name becomes Psycho Goreman, And then he kills these people, but he does it in these crazy over-the-top ways. Like this one guy says, I don't want to die. And he goes, well, you're going to live forever. And then it cuts to the next scene. Then you find out later what happened to him. I'm telling you, whoever did the practical effects for this movie, whatever studio did that, nailed it. The costumes have that authentic 90s feel while also not looking cheap and looking very modern and well made. The way that people die, the heads exploding, it's very graphic and gory, but it's so visceral, and the colors really, you know, it's something really gory watching somebody's head explode, but because it's an alien and there's so many different colors, it kind of makes it comical. So as the movie progresses, these kids, they finally meet this psycho Goreman because they follow the tracks where they dug up the grave, and then they find him in the warehouse. And then he goes to kill the kids, but then she goes, stop! Like, she's afraid. And then he listens to her. And then throughout the scene, you find out that she can control Psycho Goreman because of the stone. And then they say, okay, we're going to keep him as a pet. And the brother's like, we can't keep him. He's crazy. He's going to kill us. And he keeps telling them, I'm going to kill you kids. Like, you guys are fucking with me. You got to stop fucking with me. Give me the stone, and then I might spare you. And the more it goes, the more that they make Psycho Goreman do these really ridiculous, like play the crazy ball with them, you know, just go shopping and play at the schoolyard. And they're really taking this like dangerous alien monster and putting him in everyday situations, and it's really funny. But he doesn't want to be there because he's there to take over the world, but he's being controlled by this little girl with the stone. And then eventually the parents find out, and then he becomes part of the family, and they have this weird family dynamic. For example, there's this one scene where they're playing like a dodgeball game outside, and then she tags Psycho Goreman with the ball, and then he takes like this flaming skull, he like produces it out of thin air and chucks it, and she just dodges it, and it goes through the house, and then it cuts to the dad watching TV, and it's like a near miss behind his head, bounces in the TV, and the TV explodes, and he's like all panicked, and then he starts to cry, giving you this feeling that living with this Psycho Goreman has really like taken a toll on his mental health. It's really funny. And so the movie's going on, and you can kind of get this feeling that this Psycho Goreman is kind of warming up to the kids, and the kids are kind of like being more friendly to him instead of just leaving him outside. They're feeding him and stuff. Again, he has to do everything she says, so they'll say like, wait in this warehouse until tomorrow, and he goes, ah, and then he sits down. And there's this really cool running joke in this movie that has to do with the hunky boy. I don't want to give that away because it's very funny, so I'm gonna, you know, just hunky boy edition. I didn't know what that meant. When you watch the movie, you understand, and it's really funny. So the Psycho Goreman, they bring him this TV to watch at night, so he's entertained. And then he calls help from space or whatever, and then his buddies come down, but they betray him. And then he's getting the shit kicked out of him. And then the kids are like, say you're sorry, because when they first landed to help Psycho Goreman, he goes, we gotta kill this girl, she has the stone. And then finally they say, no, we're here to kill you, we want the stone for ourselves. So they're kicking the shit out of him. And the little girl says, because he can't fight back because she's controlling him. So she says, you gotta say you're sorry. And he goes, no, I'm not. And then she goes, you gotta say it like you mean it. Because he just wanted to have her killed by his buddies who betrayed him. So finally, he says, okay, you're allowed to fight back and control with the stone, because he apologizes. And that's really the turning point in the movie where they kind of become friends. All the meanwhile, there's this whole backstory with Psycho Goreman. You learn his origin story, where he's from, why that stone controls him. I don't want to give too much of that away because I don't think a lot of people have seen this movie. And I want you guys to go in with at least a couple surprises. I'm just going through the main premise, the main storyline. You do learn about him. You learn about why he's there and what happened to him and where he got his powers. And you find that there's this like religious alien cult called the Templars. And then this one Templar realizes that Psycho Goreman has been awakened. So she goes to Earth to try and kill him. She has a really cool costume effect on her. Whoever did that costume, A+. really cool looking cyborg type angel. It's really cool shit. So I'm just gonna take a sip of the good stuff here. You know what? That's honestly one of the top 10 beers I've ever had. And now I just realized it as I took a sip. Without sounding, I don't want to put people off and be like, what the fuck? That first initial sip, it's like perfume. And I know that sounds fucked up, but it's in a good way. Like, if you could taste a delicious perfume, that's what that is. Like when you smell a nice cologne or a perfume, you go, wow, nothing too strong, nothing that assaults the senses, just, wow, that's a good smell. That's what that would taste like. Amazing beer. Anyways, so this Templar is on Earth, and then she kind of, she disguises herself as a human, and then she gets on the mom's side, and she pins the brother and the sister against them, and then because she wants the stone and she wants to kill Psycho Goreman, and Psycho Goreman gets injured in the fight where the little girl asked him to apologize. He was getting the shit kicked out of him for a while before she told him to defend himself. So it gets to this crossroads where the brother is sick because she keeps bullying her brother, and the brother is sick of the bullying, and the dad keeps getting called lazy by his wife, and the mother is protective of the son. And so what happens is the 4-unit family with Psycho Goreman, I guess would make 5. The Templar is with the mother at the house, and then the son steals like the gem and then goes with the mother, and then the father, because the Templar who arrives on Earth says, give us Psycho Goreman, we need to kill him, he's evil. And the little girl doesn't want to because she's grown attached, and Psycho Goreman tells her, like, she's gonna kill me, but she's gonna fucking enslave your race like she did mine. So the daughter says, we gotta get out of here. And the dad says, you keep calling me lazy, how's this for lazy? So the father, the daughter, and Psycho Goreman drive off, and then you have the Templar disguised as a human, the mom, and the son. So you have this 3v3 thing going. And then the Templar makes the mother drink something, and then she becomes like this Templar type creature too. It's really cool shit. And then they go down to the mom, the son. The mom is now like half Templar, and the Templar meet up at this warehouse. And then you have Psycho Goreman, and then eventually Psycho Goreman is like fighting with the Templar, and the brother and sister are fighting, and the father and the mother are fighting. And then they do this deal where they say, let's just play a game of crazy ball. Loser gets the stone, or sorry, winner gets the little stone. So it comes full circle. The movie starts with them playing crazy ball, and it finishes with them playing crazy ball. So yeah, and then again, there's a running joke with like, I forget what the move is called, but apparently in crazy ball, if 2 balls hit, it's like this incredible move and the points switch around. Anyways, that happens at the end of the movie. So the team, Psycho Goreman's team, ends up winning. The Templar goes, this is bullshit, I don't care, I'm still gonna kill him. And then the sister's like, please, you gotta give me the stone, like, to her brother. And he goes, you're always mean to me. And then she apologizes in her own way, in this really cool way. I don't want to give that away too. That's, it's like a callback to an earlier scene in the movie. So they make up, and then he gives his sister the stone, and then she gives the stone to Psycho Goreman, and then there's this really badass showdown between Psycho Goreman and the Templar, and there's some really cool, gory practical effects that happen, and he builds like this bone sword. Pretty cool shit. There's also another reference to the hunky boy joke at the end that me and my girlfriend laughed so hard. She goes, rewind it. We rewound the film. We watched that. It was the jokes are so well timed and so out of the blue, and they land so well that you're gonna laugh out loud, literally. Again, there's a lot of cool, gory stuff. I don't want to give... That is basically the end of the movie, but there's another maybe 6-7 minutes after that, and I don't want to give that away. So basically, oh, I gotta get another one of these. That's incredible. So this movie, if you can stream it, download it, rent it, buy it. I know there's copies of it, the standard edition on Amazon. You can go through Raven Banner Releasing. I believe they still have the standard edition in stock. Totally worth it. If you're into practical effects and outrageous films and gore and humor and just something completely unique, I highly suggest this film. Totally worth it. I actually can't wait to watch it again. I watched it last night, and I'm probably gonna watch it again tonight. And you know what? I might watch it again this long weekend. It is that good. And like I said, I've been waiting for it for a long time because it's been making the runs in like local film festival, Toronto International Film Festival, Toronto After Dark, because it is a Canadian film. It's done international film festivals for the past year and a half, 2 years. So I've been hearing about it here and there, nothing much. Didn't really pique my interest. And then I saw that it was available for pre-order and that there was this Canadian exclusive Hunky Boy edition. So I pre-ordered it, I took a chance. And the more it went, the more footage I saw in trailers and reviews and people talking about it. My hype just steamrolled and it became this huge bundle of hype. And not only was I not disappointed, I was blown away by how amazing this film is. It's like a R-rated family movie. It's crazy shit. So, thanks for watching. I'm going to end it here. By the way, if you can find this beer, pick it up too. You're going to love it. I don't care what's your favorite beer, a stout, lager, pilsner. This shit is amazing. Creamy, crisp at the same time, which is weird. Aromatic. Looks like she wants a sip too, huh? Sweet vanilla. Amazing movie. Highly recommend it. I'm going to be watching these actors and this director for the rest of their careers until I die, because whatever these people put out, I gotta get it. I gotta watch it. It's A+ material. That's it. Hope everybody enjoyed the video. Enjoy your long weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy. Have a delicious beer. Watch a good movie. Thanks for watching.